In what ways does your media product use, develop or challenge forms and conventions of real media products?
Well, during the filming of our media product, we made sure we used the 180-degree rule to make sure our cuts looked as clean as possible for a production company of our level. This was also to avoid jumps and stuff. We also used shot reverse shot, but we did not use match on action because we didn't really think it was necessary. Our film is of course a thriller, so we used the red herring like a real media product to sort of trick the audience into thinking that the ring I was wearing was important. We did this by having close-ups of the ring to suggest that it was important to the story, but it wasn't.
Unlike a big production company, we had next to no budget, so we had to kind of work with what we had. Unlike a big production company, so we had to borrow and take things that we would normally be made for a company of a bigger standard. So we also couldn't go to other locations or go abroad to fit our purpose. So it slightly ruined the production of the film.
Obviously we didn't have as much timing as what the bigger companies would have, because we had a tight schedule for when it had to be during, whereas bigger companies would have a year, maybe 2 years to prepare the film and get the film done.
I also think for our company we can make our own decisions and we don't have to run it through any other production companies, because we're not actually owned by anyone. We're our own business in itself. So say for example Working Title Films is owned by Universal, and they have to run all their decisions through Universal itself, because they make the decisions for them, because they own more of the business than they actually own themselves. So they have to run like the genre of the film, the category of the film, where they're going to shoot the film, who's going to be in the film, and things like that have to be run through the actual company itself to see whether they actually like the idea or not. Whereas us as a company, we've changed it because we can make our own decisions. We don't have to run it through anyone. Our decisions are final and we can do whatever we please to actually do for the film itself. So any location or any costumes, things like that, we can actually do ourselves and we can decide that for ourselves. So it's quite a big change for a bigger company or a bigger film, but that's what we had to run on as we had limited time and a limited budget, and also we didn't have the right facilities to actually compose a well-made film, so that's what we had to stick with what we had.